Well, if you're a fan of chilly weather, you're going to like what happens tonight into early Tuesday morning. It'll be in the 30s and 40s again. A lot of places could be as cool as the upper 30s over north and northwest Alabama. I don't think we have to deal with any frost, though, this go around. Then we're going to warm up into the 60s and low 70s on Tuesday afternoon across central Alabama. Most areas from around Jefferson County southward are in the 70s. From around Blount and Walker and Fayette counties northward, I think most of us are 60s. Exception might be Huntsville, maybe Decatur and Athens, maybe Florence, although most of the areas outside the cities are probably going to be a bit cooler than those airport numbers. So a few showers Tuesday. Not a lot of rain. More showers are likely on Wednesday, and then an impact day coming up on Thursday because of the chance of some heavier rain. In the here and now, it's dry, though. We've seen a lot of sunshine around the southeast in the last couple of days. You look down farther to our south from Alabama, and other than the showers along the Gulf Coast, you have to go into central Florida to find any significant thunderstorms. And look at some of these. These are big old storms that have blown up. Some of them have been severe, and you can see the convergence of the Atlantic moisture coming in from the Atlantic coast, and then you got Gulf moisture coming in from the Tampa side. So it's an interesting setup down across Florida. Up to the north and northwest, though, that's where we start to turn our attention because the next storm system is really a combination of two things. It's this feature that's coming down over the Pacific Northwest. If you look really carefully, see that dot? Follow it. That little black dot is an upper air low. Very, very small. It is going to link up with some energy coming in from the southwest. So the Pacific jet, the southern branch of the jet stream, running like this right now. So as that is combining, we set up what very well could be a pretty good rain event for a big chunk of the South, including North Mississippi, part of North Alabama, North Georgia, and Tennessee. Now, you got to give or take a little bit here. This might shift a little bit to the south, a little bit to the north, but the picture here is one of quite a bit of rain in the days ahead, starting as early as Wednesday. Tuesday showers, not much of a big deal. And here's why I don't think it's a big deal, because we've got so much dry air around here right now. But when this high that's up over St. Louis today moves toward the east, the humidity really starts surging again. And what you see down here to the south over Mississippi, well, that ends up across central Alabama during the day Thursday. And here's why Thursday is going to be an impact day. We'll start with Wednesday. We've got a lot of showers in the area. This is just showery. You've got a northeast wind over the state of Tennessee. You've got a south wind here over Alabama. And right here in between, there may be enough energy for a few thunderstorms. Places like Clanton, Rockford, Alexander City, Lineville, Sylacauga. But you get up to Huntsville, Decatur, Athens, Nashville, Memphis. There's not that much energy there for storms. So as those pass, I think it's mostly showers, a few embedded thunderstorms. We get into this early Thursday morning. Look at this. See all that heavy rain over Cullman and Blount and Marshall and DeKalb counties, north of Birmingham, probably just a little bit south of Huntsville. This is one computer model's opinion of how it's going to work out, but watch this. Let's pop the storm fuel, or the CAPE, on there. CAPE meaning convective available potential energy. All of this that's down to the south is going to try to move northward through the day. When you're looking for severe weather, you look for boundaries. And usually it's that northern boundary. It'll be somewhere right around in here where we start to look for thunderstorms in the afternoon that will have enough wind shear and enough instability to potentially produce a few severe thunderstorms. Now, you're going to look at this and say, well, this doesn't look all that bad. I don't see any yellows or reds or purples or pinks or whatever. That's because in these forecast models, you got to think about them like a grid. So I'll draw a grid here, and if it sees a single thunderstorm, say right here, and then another one over here, it's filling in the gaps. So what we're really seeing, I think, from 6 p.m. Thursday to midnight, early Friday morning, is just a few thunderstorms here, one over here, one over here, one over here, and any of those could have some high wind or hail, or maybe even have enough wind shear to cause them to rotate and produce a tornado. On Friday, there may be some leftover showers up across northeast Alabama, but there's not a lot of fuel here left for any sort of big thunderstorm. That sort of shifts over here toward Georgia and South Carolina by that point. See, they've got plenty of energy down here close to Valdosta for some strong storms by Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening, or Friday afternoon and Friday evening, rather. In Alabama, tonight will be a chilly one. Birmingham will be close to 44 in the morning, close to 73 in the afternoon. This 7-day forecast focused on central Alabama. We've got isolated showers on Tuesday. Showers are more likely on Wednesday. Impact day with what I showed you with the boundary setting up over central Alabama Thursday. There may be a few leftover showers Friday. This is probably the better looking day, though, of all of our Wednesday, Thursday, Friday rain chances. Then we get into Saturday, and although you don't see one of these impact icons on Saturday, we're going to watch this pretty closely because look what happens here. We get a cold front moving in, and as it moves in, the timing on this is going to be everything. So how unstable is the air? Well, this is pretty good instability Saturday afternoon. We'll hit the low to mid 70s in Birmingham and points east. This could cause a few strong thunderstorms, maybe some hail, maybe some gusty winds. Not really looking like a tornado setup, but it's April. So we are always watching for that kind of thing this time of year. Just keep in mind, Saturday we may be looking at this a little harder. Depending on the timing, if it comes through very early, it's just showers. The later it comes, the more likely it is that we've got enough instability available for a few severe storms Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening. Sunday looks better. We see a few lingering showers, but the overall rain across Alabama is pretty significant. Maybe 2 to 3 inches of rain from Cullman and Gadsden northward, closer to 1 or 2 inches around Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, and then outside of the individual thunderstorms, around or just less than 1 inch of rain close to the Montgomery area. And then it's mild and dry next week. Monday, the high about 72 after a cool morning, around 47.